So just imagine for a moment when you opt for a case of wine, you're drawing from a blank canvas. So you have to decide how many reds and how many whites do you want, and then rosés and sparkling. So what I tend to do, I've decided I've got to up my wine intake to 2 bottles of red and 2 bottles of white or rosé every week, and cut out most of the beer and cider. This is to do with the Banting diet of cutting your waistline in a year. And so every 3 weeks, on a Sunday, I'm gonna have a sparkling wine, and that will be with fish and chips. That's gonna need a bit of exercise to negate that. So the question is, are you going to go for countries like I love to do Italy in January, or are you going to go for grape varieties? Like I like to drink a lot of Sauvignon and blends with Sauvignon, but of course I want to keep in with all the other things like Riesling and everything else. And I tried to do like one week has got to be country orientated. So if I've got two Spanish whites, I want two Spanish reds, that type of thing. Or if I've got two South American reds, I want two South American whites or rosé or whatever. It's got to fit in nicely. So what I'm going to be doing in the next few weeks is really thinking out what is it that makes for wine choices, and how big an influence particularly is the grape, and why is the country and the grape important? Is it to do with terroir, or is it just to do with our sort of imagination of how we feel because, maybe we've had holidays there, or we go to restaurants, we go to an Italian restaurant, we have snails and a nice Tuscan wine or whatever. It's really intrinsic. There's no right or wrong with this, but I really want to get to the nitty gritty. Is it the country? Is it the grape? What is it that's putting all this together in the world of wine? Is it just the price? I mean, that's pretty mercenary, but I want to really try and get to grips with all of this.